Team Blue, and for assignment number 2, I am the coordinator. My task for this assignment is to manage the GitHub account and turn in the report. I learned about GitHub and leadership between a small group in this assignment. For future classes and assignments, I hope to be more humble about what the leader tells me to do and what the leader tells what the others to do. For future, I hope to be more forward as a leader in a group. The worst experience I encountered was GitHub account handling.
My name is Hargita. My task for this assignment was to work on the project, or on the report assigned, record my video part, and be the group facilitator. For this assignment, I have learned the different parts of the Raspberry Pi and generally how it works, how multi-core processors and parallelism works, and what OpenMP and threading is. These things will definitely be important in later assignments with the Raspberry Pi as they become more complex, and will help build a good foundation for myself when I work with the Raspberry Pis in the future. The only trouble I had so far was answering a question from the report about data and task parallelism. I just solved that by doing a couple of Google searches, and I figured it out.
My name is Lyons, and my task for this assignment was installing the image on the Raspberry Pi and getting that all set up, as well as the parallel programming task, and also working with the group for the parallel programming questions. Through this, I have learned a lot about installing an operating system and imaging a disk and getting a Raspberry Pi set up, as well as how parallel programming works and OpenMP as well. The most challenging part for me was when the image wasn't working for the Raspberry Pi and just spending a day troubleshooting that, trying to find out what I did wrong, and understanding the frustrations that go into that.
My name is Harsh. In this assignment, I did the GitHub account, and I'm going to edit this video as well. And I also work with Kevin to submit the report part. In this assignment, I learned how the Raspberry Pi works, and I didn't know what Raspberry Pi was, so I learned a lot of stuff and what's the parts are like. It's like a mini computer. The most challenging part about this assignment was since it was my first time working with the Raspberry Pi, I didn't know how to start and how does that work. So for the future assignments, I know how the GitHub works, so I will be prepared in future for all the CS courses. The most challenging part was the Raspberry Pi. Since it was my first time looking at the Raspberry Pi, I didn't know what part was which one, so that took me a while. Once I saw the picture, I was ready to go. That's it.
Hey, my name is Keesha Roberts. My task, this assignment I don't know why I can't say this right, was to film the videos and to work around everyone's schedule so we could figure out meetup times. What I learned this time was how much you could actually do with the Raspberry Pi, because I just learned about Raspberry Pis last semester. So now actually being able to work with one was kind of cool and kind of see all the different portions of it. I also got a refresher on GitHub. I can apply this in the future while working. I can apply what I learned in the future while working and in future classes by being able to further contribute the knowledge that I've acquired while working with this group. And I don't think that I really came into contact with any things that were kind of difficult to solve besides like connectivity issues, but I mean, like, it's all the time. So.